Hi there, this is Audrey from Balance Longer, here for another set of balance exercises. We are trying to improve our balance through some practice and try to make it fun to add to our cardio, weights, and flexibility exercises that hopefully we're doing. So we're going to kind of be making some shapes with our body in the shape of a triangle, which is one of the most stable shapes in nature. Lots of ways you can do it. Just with my legs, I've made a triangle. I can have a real wide triangle or a thinner triangle. So we'll have some fun with that because there's so many different kinds. So let's start in a nice wide stance. If you're in front of the mirror, you can see yourself in a triangle. And start with some big deep breaths. Here we go. Inhale up. Smile. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more set. Let's put our hands on our hips. We have triangles now on both sides. And let's rock back and forth up on our toes. Right and left. Right and left. Let's put our hands on our shoulders. Little triangles there too. Let's lift that toe if we can. Let's add the arm to match the leg. Right and left, here we go. Just test your balance. Left. Let's change the arms. And left. Arm up to match that leg. Point your toe. It's always fine to use that chair. That's why it's there. And fine to keep your toe on the ground. Just test your balance. Let's change and do some ankle rolls. 2 in each direction. Again, fine to hold on. That's why that chair is there. Couple ankle rolls in each direction. One more set each side, right and left. Good job. One more big deep breath. Now, have a nice wide stance for a triangle. Let's do that deep breath. Hands back on our hips. We have triangles on both sides. Toes pointing straight out in front. Good posture. Shoulders down and back. Let's lift those toes. Put the toes down. Now heels up and down. And toes. And heels. And toes and heels. Let's change, putting our hands on each side of the head. Don't grab your head. And toes and heels. Toes and heels. And toes. A couple more. Toes and heels. And toes. Arms down, little march. Bring those legs in. And it's out and in. And out and in. Out and in. And out. Couple more. Feel your ball of your foot. Your toes and heels. One more set. Okay, we're going to do a traditional triangle pose like we do in yoga. We're going to take our right foot and have our toes pointing directly out to the side. Our left foot, toes pointing front. Arms straight out and try to get those hips to face me. You can look at that arm in front, shoulders down, Now we're gonna lean and reverse. Just stretch, feel that right here. And lean, don't grab with your toes. Toes up, nice and light. And out. Toes up. Stretch it out. Let's do the other side. Left foot, toes pointing straight out to the side. Right foot straight in front. Hips forward. Shoulders down and back. Let's start that lean. Lean and reverse, feeling it right here on that left side. Over. Stretch. Shoulders down, toes relaxed. Couple more. Last one. Staying in this position, we're going to do some leg lifts. Again, it's fine to hold on. Up and down, up and down. Test your balance. Up, 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 up. It's fine to keep your toe down and just test your balance. Watch those shoulders down and back. Up, up. 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Other side. Get that triangle position back. Toes straight out. Left foot in front. Arms out. Let's start those leg lifts. Up and down. Up and down. Make sure you're not grabbing with those toes. Up and down. And 4 and 3 and 2. And hold that last one for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good job. Just shake that out. Face forward. We're going to be doing some squats. I'm going to do it on an angle so you can see. When you do a squat, your back is straight, your glutes are sticking out, your abs are tight, and when you come up, you do a little crunch. That's a squat versus a good morning where you're cutting yourself in half. Everything's tight. We're going to be doing 2 squats followed by a good morning. Make sure those toes are nice and relaxed. Hands on our hips. Here we go. And it's squat and up and crunch. Squat, down, up. Now good morning. Just cut yourself in half. It's fine to bend your knees. Look at the floor. And it's squat and crunch and squat and crunch. Good morning. Looking at the floor, you should feel that in your hammies. And up. Couple more. Squat. And up. Squat. And up. And good morning. Hello, toes. Last one, here we go. And it's squat. And crunch. And squat. And crunch. And good morning. Facing me, we're going to write the word triangle with our toes. Again, fine to hold on, starting with that right foot. T, R, I, A, test your balance, N, G, L, E. Let's do it with the other side. Hands on our shoulders. T, R, I, A, N, L, E. Good job. Now we're going to play a game called Audrey Says. And whatever I say to do, you're going to do. Big deep breath. And down. Audrey says lift and hold your right knee for 4. Point your toe. 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Audrey says lift the left. Point your toe for 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Audrey says right to the side, little tree pose, right here on your calf. Audrey says put your hands, just touch the side of your head. Look at those triangles. We've got lots of triangles with our arms and our legs. Audrey says hold it for 4. It's fine to have your toe down. And 3, shoulders down and back. Look at that posture. Smile. Other side. Audrey says arms in a victory V. Let's count. Audrey says to 4, 2, and 3, and 4. Audrey says everything down. Audrey says up on our toes. Fine to hold on. Test your balance. And hold it for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. If you fall out, just get right back in. Audrey says be in a tightrope position, right foot in front. Audrey says arms out. You got a little triangle there too. Shoulders down and back. And let's count for 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Audrey says arms up. Tall. Everything tight. Audrey says arms down. Other side. Tightrope position. Audrey says arms back. If you can grasp them, do that. Otherwise, just keep them back. Audrey says count for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good job. Audrey says, big deep breath. Cooling down, let's do some shoulder rolls. Back. And front. Audrey says, let's do a little hamstring stretch. Hands on our hips. Looking at all those triangles. And let's change that to a curtsy. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Just cut yourself in half like those good mornings. Hold it. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and change it to a curtsy. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And 1 big deep breath with me. Hopefully you're working on your balance throughout your day. Whatever you're doing, if you have an opportunity to do it on one leg, please take that. Make sure you're balanced, meaning that you're doing it on all sides. Your leg is in different positions. Just when you're standing around the store, when you're standing up, doing dishes, combing your hair, whatever it is you're doing, just add a little dash of balance to it. So this is Audrey, and I will see you for the next video. And thank you for joining, and hopefully you're having fun and seeing that your balance is improving, because it can be done. I'm living proof of that. Going to turn 70 in September, and I'm watching my balance continue to improve. Okay, bye for now.